Shartimus Prime, reading comics, toys are hella sick,
Hey, what's up you guys? Shartimus Prime here, doing another Transformers action figure review on the Transformers Generations Studio Series Transformer Bumblebee Movies Voyager class Optimus Prime. If you're trying to get your Transformers, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And I gotta give a big thanks to Hasbro for sending this figure my way, along with a whole bunch of other stuff that was in the 35-year anniversary promo box that they had sent me. If you want to check out that unboxing video, I should have a link somewhere. Anyway, nice packaging right over here for Optimus, and he looks very cool. I love the design of this Optimus Prime right here, Studio Series number 38. And then on the back, you can see some product shots right here. Over here, it says big screen inspired scale detail, San Francisco Bridge, looking really nice. Right on, San Francisco shout out. And then right there, you can see Optimus Prime again, and we get an Autobot symbol right there. Windows sliver on the top, not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Optimus Prime out of the packaging and in his alt mode, and this looks stunning with this G1 look right here. I really love this G1 design adapted into this Transformers Bumblebee movie. Now this figure does not come with a trailer. Obviously it's a Voyager class figure. Hopefully we get a trailer at some point, maybe an SDCC exclusive or something like that. But anyway, we get one accessory with this Optimus Prime, so let's take a closer look at that, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure. And here's looking at Optimus Prime's blaster rifle, and it looks pretty good, you know, very G1-ish, you know, I like that, you know, of course some changes to it and everything, but I do like all these sculpted lines and everything, so some nice details in here, and we have these ports on the sides of the blaster rifle, and you could go ahead and port it right here in the back of the figure while in its alt mode, so that's kind of cool. You could also go ahead and, you know, port it like this, so he's just blasting away at everybody as he's driving into the city and shooting everyone in Marin. Oh, and we also get the backdrop that comes inside the packaging. I usually don't care for these, but this one I love because I was born in San Francisco, and I love having my favorite Transformer and the Golden Gate Bridge together in one shot like that. That looks very cool. You can see the 38 right over there. So I could not get over how vibrant these silver paint apps are. I absolutely love them, and look at right here. The grille looks very well sculpted. You get all these bolts and everything sculpted throughout. I guess these headlights could have been painted a slightly different color, you know, like a yellow or a blue or something, but we get this blue tint in the windows right here in that clear plastic. And then we get the rear view mirrors right there, look on the side, and the figure can get a little gappy sometimes if I don't do every single tiny little thing perfectly. A little bit of a tricky transformation, you know, not difficult or anything, not super easy, definitely not super easy. And then you have the smokestacks right over here on the very back. Then this kind of comes apart a little bit on me, you know, it gets a little gappy right here in the back of the figure. That's, I guess, the biggest downside for me anyway, but it doesn't even really bother me that much because it looks so good. I like how we have the tank right over here on the side. And it does kind of have this weird lean to it, like it wants to lean forward. I've transformed this a couple of times already, and it just, I don't know, consistently wants to kind of lean forward like that. A little bit of a gripe for me, but again, I really like the figure a lot, so I'm not too bothered by it. And hopefully we get a trailer that we could attach to this. That would be pretty sweet. The tires look very good. I love the silver paint apps in here, you know, so great looking details throughout on this. And there's looking at the bottom. If you want to put that on a stand, I guess you could while in alt mode, but yeah, it looks pretty nice. And all the wheels roll pretty well. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I like that. Whee! So again, you see what I'm talking about, how it's leaning forward a little bit like that. But measuring out this Optimus Prime, you can see that he's about 5.5 inches across, and then you're looking at about 3 to 3.5 inches tall. And then for an Optimus Prime comparison, we have our Age of Extinction Evasion Mode Optimus Prime, and then we have our Siege Voyager class Optimus Prime, and all three of these look awesome. Man, I really like this Siege figure a lot, but yeah, seeing these all side by side like this, you can see, yeah, well, the Evasion Mode is definitely the smallest one. It looks like this Transformers Bumblebee movie one is the largest one, and then Siege is just right in the middle. And then here's our G1 Optimus Prime next to a Bayformer Optimus Prime that we have from Transformers 5 The Last Night. And, you know, I kind of still like the contemporary look, but yeah, if this was the only Optimus Prime that we'd gotten in movie versions, I totally would not complain at all, man. And then here's our Studio Series Transformers Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime next to my G1 Optimus Prime, aka G2 Optimus Prime. But yeah, man, you can see the similarities over here. I love it. That is freaking cool. And then here's Optimus next to our deluxe class Bumblebee figure from the movie. and wow, I really like seeing these two. So G1, so awesome. I don't know if they scale together perfectly, but I like it. It's close enough for me. It does make me happy. Seeing these two side by side like this just looks really, really cool. I'm gonna post an exclusive transformation video of this figure going from robot mode into alt mode, but for this video, I'm going from alt mode into robot mode. So will you take us away, Bumblebee? Alright, and the transformation is a bit complicated for this guy. I do like that. And like most Optimus Prime figures, you know, you have your bottom half and your top half. So we're going to start with the bottom half right over here. And I did get this detached right there, but you have the whole hitch piece right over there. But anyway, you could fold that hitch piece in, and then we want to bring the feet down. You're going to move them away from the figure and move that away from the figure, and then you're going to rotate inward, and then swing that down. And it's actually double hinged here and in the feet, or in the foot itself, and you could swing that down right there. It's actually not a double hinge. Oh no, it's hinge here and hinge here. Yeah, so I was right. And then you can go ahead and take this piece out right here, and then this is going to flip upward. Flip upward, flip up, this, oh, there it goes, or flip downward, sorry, depending on your perspective. And then this is gonna swing down like that, and we have these off to the sides. These are going to form the sides of the legs, and then coming at the bottom, you want to swing this piece down right here, and swing that down right there. And then you have the tanks. You're going to move them inward, and then you could take these side pieces and move those up. And then we're going to go ahead and swing this down, and that's going to go ahead and port into the other gray piece that's on the back of the leg. And there are tabs right here, and it stays okay, you know. I wish it was a little bit more of a snug fit. You know, it does detach on me a little bit here and there, but it's not too bad. See, just came off. I guess because this foot was in the way, so you got to get this heel spur out of the way right there. Same thing with this side. Get that out of the way right there. And then we can come to the front half of the figure, take this whole front piece off, and move that downward, and then we're gonna go ahead and I like to swing the arms out. I don't know, or we could move these panels down. That's actually a little bit easier. Yeah. Okay, move those down, and then move this down, move these down right here, and then we could start to move the arms outward. I have a tendency to just want to move the arms outward due to the G1 figure, and then we could swing the shoulders out like that, and swing that out like that. These we're gonna just leave up for right now, and then we have this whole thing with the head that we're gonna try to swing away from the figure right here. It's just held together with this hinge, so it does pop off on me a bit. See, so I end up having to pick that out and then reattach this so that his head's facing downward, and it's just held together by friction. There's no pin in there or anything, so it's not broken. And then make sure that this panel and everything is out of the way. These little silver pieces right here, you want to swing those upward, so swing that up, and then we could rotate this whole piece right here 180, and then we're going to flip the head upward, and while we're doing that, we're going to take this piece out and swing that back so that we have, and then again, that came off. So that's like the most frustrating part of the figure for me, I guess, aside from him not having a trailer. But yeah, that looks pretty good already. And we're going to go ahead and move this all the way downward, and I like to swing the tires in right here, fold these pieces in right there, and then we can swing the shoulders down a little bit, and you could fold this up, and it's going to move down like that, so it's going to go in, and then these will just sit up top right there. And then we could go ahead and plug in the chest cavity, which is double hinged, by the way, as it swings outward. You get a hinge here, hinge there, so that's going to swing in. And then we could take this back panel and flip that up. No, yeah, it's just held together by this piece. That's right. That holds it together right there. And rotate the form outward by 90 degrees, and then flip this up, swing that back, 90 degrees outward, flip that up, swing that back. Not looking too bad so far. And then we're going to go ahead and grab his blaster rifle and report this back in right over here, and make sure that we have the feet all sorted out, because I think I screwed something up right here. Yeah, okay, so this is not a heel spur. You just want this part of the foot, so you want to make it look like that at the bottom of these right there. So yeah, there that goes. So now he'll stand a little bit better, and report that in the very back. And now we have Optimus Prime in his robot mode, looking awesome. I mean, I really love the posability of this alt mode. It does look really cool, but yeah, like getting the shoulder to move outward, it does make that back piece kind of detach. So yeah, it's kind of, you know, not totally locked together, but it still looks really awesome. Let's get a closer look. Oh Oh my god, look at this head sculpt. Oh, this is so perfect. This is the movie Optimus Prime figure I've wanted my whole life. That is just so G1 inspired goodness, man, with some added details. That's exactly what I've always wanted. Not exactly G1, but very G1 inspired with added things that I wouldn't have thought of on my own. You know what I mean? I really, really do like this quite a bit, man. I love the design of this Optimus Prime. He's looking at the back of the head. That is freaking awesome. And looking at the back right here, I love how they added some pieces and everything that they didn't really have to. So that's cool having that extra detail. If you want to go ahead and store his blaster rifle right there on the back, you can do that. So that's cool. You have options this side or that side, upward or downward, whatever you want. That's really cool looking. And looking at the chest plate and everything, that is great. Very, very happy with this. It is worth mentioning that I did get a little bit of a stress mark right over here from the inside of this. I don't know how I did that, but yeah, it's there. And I really do like this flat red. The flat red right here on the plastic just looks great. I really like it. And this whole lower torso section with these added details and the mechanics and the bright silver paint apps. This kind of brownish grayish plastic color right here goes really well with the bright silver. You know, they go hand in hand very nicely. I dig that. That works out pretty well on the arms too. Look at that. Oh, the little arrows. They even got the little arrows. I didn't even notice that till now. Wow. Oh, that's so sick. Oh man, that is great. Oh, he does have the port right there in the culo, so you can get him on a flight stand. And then they added the yellow right over here around the hips. That looks really cool. And then pretty bare right here, which is okay with me. And then looking at the legs, this looks awesome. Oh yeah, the shingled parts right over here and everything. They added details on the inside of these. And I'm not the biggest fan of his feet. He does have these flat duck feet right here. It's just kind of weird looking. But, you know, not bad. It doesn't, like, keep the figure from standing or anything. But, dude, this thing looks so awesome. Even the back of it right over here looks just fantastic. Very, very happy. And we get some really good articulation, too, even though it's not the absolute best. For instance, the head does not really look up much at all. And it doesn't look down much either. Well, I guess you could unhinge it, you know, do the transformation, make him look down, but it looks kind of weird. You do get side-to-side motion, which is a bit on the stiff side, and a little bit of head pivoting. We do get butterfly joints right here that just move back. That's just due to transformation. The shoulders will move outward that far, and you can rotate the smokestacks. It's worth mentioning that. They'll move inward, I guess, just so you don't break them. But yeah, you can move the shoulders forward and back that much outward. You do get a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow that does bend in just a little bit more than 90 degrees, and then you do have wrist swivels right here, and we do get a waist swivel, and then the hips move outward, and you have these panels right here on the sides, which is great, and he'll kick forward and back a little bit, upper thigh cut, single jointed knee that does bend in more than 90 degrees, and then the feet, you know, you can move them downward, they move up just a little bit, and you get a little bit of ankle pivot. Actually, that's a good amount of ankle pivot. I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty cool. Now to measure out the height of this Voyager class Optimus Prime figure, you can see that he's standing at about 7 inches tall. Then for a Voyager class Studio Series Optimus Prime comparison, we have our Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime next to the Bumblebee movies Optimus Prime. And out of these two designs, which one do you like more? I'm totally in favor of this one. I wish this is the Optimus that we've had the whole time. There are still things I like about this one, but obviously I prefer this design. And then here's Optimus Prime next to the Transformers Voyager class Siege Optimus Prime. Both great figures. It's so cool to get two Optimus Prime figures so close in time. And then again, here is the Studio Series Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime next to my G1 Optimus Prime. And then here's Optimus Prime next to the Deluxe class Bumblebee from the Transformers Bumblebee movie. And I kind of wish he stayed as a Volkswagen Beetle at the end, especially because we're getting our G1 inspired Optimus Prime, so they didn't exactly match at the end. And then here's Optimus Prime next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Hey, did you know that I could transform too? Check it out. Oops. Oh, that was my exhaust pipe. Sorry. Oh, this figure looks so awesome, man. I am so happy with it. It looks cool on a Figma stand, doesn't it? I'm just so pleased with the design of this figure and the character. I hope to see more Optimus Prime looking like this in future movies. You know, we only saw him like this just for a little bit in the Bumblebee movie, but yeah, seeing more Optimus Prime would be awesome, man. I love this figure. I don't know what else to tell you. At the price point of about $30, I'm giving it a Sun rating of...
I love it!
And yeah, I have my little gripes, you know, like with that hinge connecting the head popping off during transformation, and the transformation is a bit difficult, but I like my complicated transformations here and there, so that doesn't even really bother me too much. I just think this figure looks so great, and I love the articulation, and so many cool things going on over here. I'm not even bummed out about him not having a trailer at all. Anyway, I'd like to know what you guys think, and if you like the video, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell for more Shartimus Prime videos coming your way, and again, a big thanks to all the patrons that support this YouTube channel and allow me to sit here at home and make these videos for you guys. I do appreciate it so much. Stay tuned for a transformation video of this figure going from robot mode into alt mode, and then also be sure to follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Stardust. Everything I talked about, links in the description below. I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new Shartimus Prime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face, I said, my shot, your face, I said, my shot,